All right, I think I've got the red light. What's happening, fishing friends? Welcome to another episode. A little bit late. Oh, I think Dizzle's in here now. Dizzle, I'm adding you. We're live here. Is it
Yeah,
working?
I see
All
that.
right, perfect. What's happening, Mister Dizzle? What's the
Nothing.
good word out there? You got the curse of the frozen internet tonight, huh?
No, as soon as I freaking it did whatever, it's like you're gonna do an update right now. And I was like, no, I don't
Oh
want to. And then
no,
it's like,
we're doing
yes, you
live
are.
things.
Yeah. So yeah, updating and live stuff and it's
Updating live things. I
fun.
couldn't get my key light to work. We got this new fandangled, supposed to be faster internet because we got rid of cable. Um, and now I can't get my light to work. That's usually here that helps illuminate me, so you can see
Cut
me
the
in all my
cord,
beauty.
eh?
Cut the cord. Yeah, no more cable.
Cut
We
the
got
cord.
Hulu. I have to have my old
Yeah.
lady run it. I feel like my parents because I don't know how to run my damn Hulu. So what do you do?
Oh, yeah, you know, it
All right.
happens.
So tonight, Mr. Dizzle, I'm excited
Yes,
because we're
sir.
talking sales. Dizzle and I
Mm-hmm.
had an idea. Now we've still got you on the docket for your jig presentation, but I didn't hear from you all week, so I didn't want to get to tonight and be like, okay, you got it already, and you be like, oh, I was out fishing in Nebraska and I didn't have time. So instead, I threw an idea out, and he said, "Oh yeah, this sounds fun." So tonight, what we're doing, we're talking some sales. Of course, Tackle Warehouse has the 4th of July sale going on. I did leave my Tackle Warehouse link below. If you consider buying anything over there, use the link. A little bit comes back to me in the channel. It helps me out so I can do giveaways like tonight because I think I've got the best giveaway plan tonight. One that I shouldn't say the best giveaway, a very good value giveaway that I think should be good for somebody. Uh, but Dizzle and I picked 10 lures. Now I picked 10 on my phone and my Tackle Warehouse cart swiped it to 0. So that was nice. So I picked, I think 5 or 6 I've got in there. But there's other sales going on too. So if anybody else has good sales or whatever, throw it in the chat for folks. I know somebody said 13 fishing. I was reading my comments real quick. Somebody said 13 fishing on their site has like the old blackout rods, or I guess they're not really old, but the blackout rods for like $20, which I don't know why we're talking about it. I've got a screen here that I can share said things. So let's just look here. I don't know what is it 13 fishing?
Wow.
Power of the Googles, take me to 13 fishing. But yeah, if you've got good sales, throw it in the chat to try to help folks out. I love finding some good sales. I'm excited for 4th of July. Dizzle, you got any 4th of July plans? You gonna light
None.
up the neighborhood with fireworks?
No. They're
No.
so annoying, man. It's like, what was it? So it's been raining here pretty much the entire day, last night and into today. And like this afternoon, as soon as it stopped raining, like 4:30 or 5 o'clock, people were out lighting off fireworks. And I'm like, dude, it's daytime right now. What are you doing with your
Really?
life?
Well, at least it's not
Jesus.
late at night. We had some dingleberries doing that at like 11:30 midnight one night, and it's like, come on, I have to slap
Yeah.
some people around. Oh, whoops, I was sharing there. Okay, here we go. So this is the 13 fishing website. They said it was on here. So I guess it's under sale. They got some ice fishing stuff for all 5 times that I
Ice
ice fished last
fishing.
year because we didn't have any freaking safe ice.
You got to
Oh, there
go
they
to
are,
the
blackout casting.
greater upper north, I guess.
Ooh, damn, picked over. Okay, well, at least it's a good one. The very versatile do all. I talk about it all the time. Lure rating up to
Hmm.
3/8 or an ounce. 7.3 medium heavy for $20, folks. Damn. If it didn't cost so much to ship rods, I would buy one of those and add that because I think it'll go with tonight's giveaway. But sorry, I love y'all, but not enough to pay $80 to ship a damn rod tube. So yeah, that's pretty cool. What else they have here? Let's just check real quick. I don't ever go to like places sites. I just go to like Tackle
Tackle
Warehouse or like
warehouse.
American
Yeah.
Legacy or somewhere like that and just oh, that's all they got. Okay, well, bunch of ice fishing stuff and the blackout rods
Hmm.
and some random reels and stuff. Okay, well, good call out. Subscribe fishing. Is that a baseball bat? The hell is that? Oh, it's an ice fishing rod. That's a fancy one.
Or
Huh.
baseball bat, either
Okay.
way.
Or baseball bat. Maybe they get into to baseball bat making. Okay, so we're going to share our top 2. What do we got for? Of course, I do love the subscribe fishing friends who are also members, like Dustin Taylor. He said, "Love me a tickle stick." Maybe I won't get out on the boat with you, Dustin. That's kind of creepy. Of course, Mr. Philip Cheek. Always love Philip supporting.
You rock the tickle stick and you know it.
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't think I have a
Don't
tickle
you?
stick. Do I? I don't think
Yeah.
so. Okay, so of course, always want to shout out my subscribe members, and even if you're not a member, just like Michael in here watching tonight, I think he said this was one of the first times he got to watch a live. Michael, was that you? You warned about 13 fishing, expensive shipping on rods unless you buy 3. Oh, well, that's some baloney. I didn't even check that. Well, I guess you'll have to check that if you go to look at one. Good call out there, Michael. Thank you. But tonight we got, for a fun little deal, we're going to pick out 10. Why so blurry? Am I blurry to everybody? I'm in 1080.
1080 blur.
The only problem is I don't have my light on me. I don't think that should affect. I mean, on my screen, it should look how it is. Do I need to check YouTube real quick?
No, I think you're good. You're just a little. You get a screen wash a bit from your computer screen, so you're a little blue. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-boo.
What else? Everybody else, fishing friends, do I look blurry? No blur here. I'll try. Oh, that was way a long time ago. Fine here. Nope, you're good. You're not blurry. Okay, well, I'm going to go with I'm not blurry because I'm not going to go look it up. So, all right, so we're going to start with sales. I didn't see. That's what I was going to do, was check sales. What do we have in here? Let's see. People talking about they bought some used stuff on American Legacy. Yes, I just talked about some stuff that I bought on American Legacy in my last video. They have some really good used sales.
They revamped their website. It looks totally different.
Really? I haven't been over there in a minute. Let's check it out. I know
if you're going to share, over to, don't forget.
I will. Yep. Thank you, Mr. Dizzle. I appreciate the share reminders. I know Fishing with Gramps works with American Legacy. If you guys ever fish over there, use, I think it's Gramps 10, I want to say off the top of my head. Support Gramps. He's a good cat.
Dang.
Let's see here. So they redid it, huh? So if you go into fishing and then you go to, oh, damn it. And you just told me to do that. Oh, I am sharing.
Are you? Wait. Oh, yeah, you are. So like all the stuff on the front, on the splash page, the presenting American Legacy Curiosity Box, Shimano, and then they got some decent sales there. Corrado for 150.
Yep, Corrado for 149. World's largest used section. So here's what I was talking about, and you can filter it by used reels, rods, and stuff. But yeah, they've got some really good deals over here, and they'll have, I would say, look out for like the extra used sales. Let me go back to the main site. I don't think there was anything. A lot of times they'll have like an extra 20% off used. So I would say wait for that. So here's the sales they have now. If you go over to those, I don't see it at this time, but I would wait because I know I got like my Mega Bass, that Levante. That was the one I was just talking about. And oh, actually, that video is not going to drop till Monday. Internet stuff. I couldn't get it out Friday. So anyway, it'll be Monday. But it was the Mega Bass Levante I got for like $120. It used to be like $200, brand new. So I think they're coming out with some new ones of those I saw this year. So,
oh yeah,
Let's see. Anything else? Frank will double down and tell you I am at some fireworks. Oh, I like going and watching fireworks. They're fun. Discount Tackle is where you should buy 13 fishing rods. Yeah, Discount Tackle is another place that I think they had like 20 or 25% off on. I think Z-Man, Strike King, and something else. I think. Ralph, Army Outdoors in the house. What's up? Pasty, but not blurry. I do look whiter here, like not as sunny because of I have a white light here in this one. So it makes me look not as tan. Oh, pasty. So you can see the difference here, tan. And then you want to talk about transparent.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so give us the deals. Let's go out and look and see what else. Oh, yeah. Gramps works 10% of the time. Gramps 10 is what it is. Okay, so use Gramps 10, help Gramps out. Let's see. Fishing Fix, congratulations. I won $160 for Big Bass tournament. That looks like a chunk you got there, dude. Congratulations. Number of people saying hi, like Mr. Josh Wagner. What's up, Debo? What's up, Josh? I have that Paul glass glow to me. Paul, you can't even see Paul. He actually has to put on makeup before because he's transparent. So, okay, so let's check out. Ooh, here's a good one. While I'm getting everything loaded up. 4th of July. I love grilling out. If I could grill out all year forever, I would.
Why don't you?
What's your favorite 4th food? Because our back deck gets all kinds of snow on it, and I don't shovel the whole thing.
Put the grill in the garage and just kind of crack the garage.
Yeah, I ain't dragging that up and down the stairs every time. You've seen my back deck. It's like 20 stairs. Not fun. So, okay, Dizzle, you lead us off. You lead us off
with the
favorite 4th food. So this can be grilled, side. I'm gonna get the Tackle Warehouse deal up here so we can.
I'm gonna say my sister always makes this. It's just a macaroni salad. There's nothing special about it other than it's got huge chunks of like cucumbers and onions and tomatoes in it, and basically it's just mayo and noodles and some vegetables. But however she does it is just amazing. Like whenever it's a family type of get together thing, I'm always like, hey, you got some more of that, or is there gonna be any left over? Could I just have the rest of it? I'll give you a different bowl next time I see you.
Not mad at that. My old lady loves, like, there's a macaroni. It's like the twisty noodle things that she makes that she loves. Pretty good stuff. I'm seeing some good ones here. Chili dogs. I haven't had a chili dog in forever. Homemade burgers with craft beer or bourbon. Yeah, dude, a home grilled burger with seasoning and stuff and a dad pop. Ooh, smoked mac and cheese. Y'all are fancy. Beer brats. Brats are hard to beat. And you know what? One of the only times I'll eat, like, I don't really eat hot dogs is like off the grill. Like I'll have a side hot dog. But it's have
gotta be like all beef though.
Yeah, I think that's what we get.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't get the fancy ones. We just get the, I don't know, Oscar Mayer or whatever. There's some off-brand Ballpark or some crap. I don't know. But yeah, I would say my favorite is probably Tom Brewster here said jalapeno cheddar dogs. We have a place called the Newhall Meat Locker that does these like flavored brats. And one of them is, they call it breakfast brat or something. It's like maple blueberry something. Oh my God, dude. It is out of this world. But yeah, they do like the jalapeno and taco.
You need to check out Nelson's Meat Market. Since you're
I remember you going over there. You brought some jerky. Was that the jerky you brought, or the sticks? The stick?
Probably,
the
yeah.
Or whatever. Deer sticks?
Yeah, I think they're just beef stick, but that place is super good.
I just seen a lot of hot dogs tested positive for human DNA. Oh, I don't care about like all the pieces of like random hog in there, or I guess beef particle. I don't know. Because back in the day, my grandpa used to do head cheese, which, if you didn't know, is the head of a pig. You boil it all off, take all the meat, and make it into like a gelatinous lunch meat thing. Dude, it's so good. If you closed your eyes and had no idea what it was, you'd never know. You'd never know. It's
my stepdad always, still to this day, will go and get a tube, I guess it is, a tube of Braunschweiger. Braunschweiger
liver. Yeah. Oh,
dude, that stuff is
good
disgusting.
Stuff, dude. With mayo on it, or mayo? I'm sorry, with mustard on it. Yes.
No.
Okay, so let's get to some sales here. So Dizzle and I picked out our top 10. I've got, I think, 5. A couple of ours were the same. I've got 6. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the first one because, so again, I've got my Tackle Warehouse link below. If you guys are going to get anything, use that. A little bit of it comes back to me, so I can do giveaways just like this. So the number 1 buy, the cool thing about this 4th of July sale is it also counts on clearance stuff, which usually it doesn't. So if we go to clearance and look at clearance reels, they have what I believe to be one of the best bang for the buck $99 reels as is. It's already at $74.95. And if you pick one, so this will be whoever wins it. You can just pick your speed and handage, whether you prefer to turn the knob with a left or turn the knob with a right. It's up to you, but we'll just add a random one here because it doesn't matter. unless you're Canadian brethren or sisterin. I'll just send you like $50. I guess $63 so you can buy one. But $63 on sale, dude. That's a damn good sale. So that will be the giveaway tonight. Winner will get a Lew's Speed Spool LFS, and I'm guessing they're doing this because they're coming out with a new version at iCast. So they probably got a crap ton of these that they have to start moving through. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So that's my first one. Dizzle, I didn't see that on your list. I'm a little let down.
No, I actually forgot about the clearance stuff. So the one thing that I did is I don't, as you know, I don't buy a whole lot online. So
no,
when I
you're
was
not an
out
online
there,
shopperoo.
First of all, there is a section out there under the sale for like exclusives and stuff like that. That had so much more in that one section. Because when I first went to it, I was like, oh, there's not a whole lot out here. There's like hardly any plastics. There's hardly any this or that. But if you go to the Tackle Warehouse exclusives, it opens up
I
a
don't
bunch
have your
more
thing
categories.
brought up here, so.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, so Tackle Warehouse. I did see that. Yeah, so that's the stuff that you can only get. Is it on
right there?
Here?
Nope. Scroll back up.
Oh, did I miss it? Yep. Oh,
yeah,
yep.
It should be a little bit further up. A little bit more up. Right there with the fish. Yep.
Oh, yeah, I did see this. Okay. What you got?
So there's all these extra stuffs. My first actually was it was a Z-Man. It was a jackhammer, and I have it in a green shad color, 3/8 of an ounce. With the sale, $13.59. I mean,
it was which one?
It was the green shad in the jackhammer. Sorry. Basically it's almost a sexy shad color, but there's no blue in it whatsoever.
So it's come out to be 13. That's not bad. They've had better sales on those, but the kind of cool thing about this is you can only get these colors on Tackle Warehouse, which is kind of cool that they're big enough to be able to do that.
Own. Yep.
Yeah. One of my favorites, this was one of mine as well, was the Bama Bug right here, jackhammer Bama Bug. Of course, it's got the purple on it, but I should have brought the other one up. That's a Tackle Warehouse exclusive. So that's one I've caught fish on. I really like it. And of course, I mean, if you find somewhere else, to get your jackhammers cheaper, by all means do that. But
how many did you end up with?
Their own colors.
You ended up with 5. I went a little above and beyond, I guess.
That's okay. No, I did 10, but
okay,
I said, it erased my cart. So
okay, yeah, I have 10 also, which, I mean, if you want to do my second one, it's another ChatterBait. It's
I did see that.
Custom black blue.
That was one of mine as well.
Yeah, that. There's just something about black and blue almost in any lure that you want to go with, like as far as like a spinnerbait, chatterbait, jig, just plastic alone. You can't really beat them whatsoever.
Yeah, so what are these? I think these are the customs you can only get on Tackle Warehouse. They're only sold there, but I think they're pretty much the same as the Elite you can find in other stores. But yeah, for $5.94, I think it's the best bang for the buck chatterbait if you don't care about like weedlessness and stuff. The only thing to be mindful of on these is they do have a shorter shank hook. So if you look at the hook shank here compared to like a jackhammer or the others, it does have a more compact, shorter. It does still have your keeper and everything, but it is definitely a shorter hook. I'm guessing, is this like a 3/0 maybe? Does it say? Where's the description? Extra strong number 2. Oh no, that's the clip. They don't say. I'm guessing it's probably a 3/0, maybe like a short 4/0, but that's the only thing to be mindful of on these if you want to run like a longer trailer or something.
I believe it's
so that was actually one of mine.
It's actually a 4/0.
Okay, I think it's the way they fit it on there must be short. So what's the jackhammer on 5/0?
That I don't know. I know that
kind of at least a 5/0, I would say, on that one, because you can see here just by looking at it the difference of just the difference of length there. The actual hook and back. So, okay, we got some jackhammerage. Let's get back over to chat. I am way behind on chat. I'm sorry already tonight. Luz has weird speeds, Robert says. Yeah, I'm not too big on like the exact speed. I don't have to have it exactly like a 7-ish. I like their 7.5. I think Shimano's a 7.2. Daiwa's a 7. Are they a 7.1? God, I don't even remember off the top of my head. I should, but let's see. Support local Dizzle. Yes, Dizzle is a huge support local. We used to shop at Hank's all the time. Dizzle, I think last weekend I ran up to our old stomping grounds to fish a little bit 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
I might have teared up a little bit because I went to the old dock that we used to fish, and it's dead.
The whole
Yeah,
thing.
and that sucked. Yeah, there's nothing. I'm pretty sure everything's dead everywhere.
But everything was murdered by river otters.
A pack
It's just so
20
crazy
otters.
to even. It's so crazy to think that like river otters are going to take on what seem to be some very massive pike.
Dude, they're just pricks. They will eat anything. I mean, I don't have anything against otters, just as long as they're not in the places I fish.
Right.
Let's see. People talking about other sales and stuff. Yeah, check chat if you're watching. Some good news about sales and stuff. People talking about other rods and things. And people, of course, are chatting, their other stuff. That's what I love about the lives is like people just hanging out, having a good time on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Love it. Ooh, Douglas, I'm going to pin that one. We're going to go to that one next. So this was another one of my picks. I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about it.
I did look at those.
So also in the Tackle Warehouse exclusives, and this is not just because I am partnered with Tackle Warehouse, so it's not some BS of, oh, buy their stuff, it's great. Like I always tell you guys, if you find it somewhere else or you shop somewhere else, like I don't give a damn, go over there. Like I am all for you saving money and shopping where you want. So I'm not going to push some BS on you because, work with them, they're the best. But this one truly is one of the best. So I sound like a broken record there. The Tackle Warehouse backpack I have used the hell out of. And just as shown through, I was going through stuff. Punch would still
take a drink.
Take a drink.
Punch
would be mad that this is all a mess still. But
I will say I have one as well. I have a Tackle Warehouse
bag.
Yes,
and I was going to bring this up. Yep.
Okay. Go ahead. I'll let you start.
So my Tackle Warehouse bag that I've had, I think since 2019, the biggest thing that I've noticed on this, I mean, there's spots on the bottom where it's ripped out a little bit. Here it's ripped out. Here it's ripped a little bit. I mean, it still holds everything. But for me, the biggest thing with backpacks, every single backpack that I've used before that, I'm gonna have to move my mic. Every single one that I've used before that has always ripped at the shoulder strap. This is the only one that's like quad stitched up here. And it's a different connection too. Yeah, like look at this. I mean, this is all ratted out. This is ripped through. I mean, you can see. I mean, this is the whole thing is all ripped to pieces, but it's still going. And I thought maybe the weak point would be down here, but again, it's not just what people will do or these companies will do is they'll just take this little piece and connect it. They've got this whole piece here connecting it. And again, I'm not just toting this bag. Like if you look for a backpack, if you don't like Tackle Warehouse, pay attention when you look at backpacks, because if they have just this little thin piece here attached with like one line of stitching, skip it, junk. This has been, I think, one of the best because of that. Every single backpack that I've had is ripped out at the shoulder. And this thing is probably ready to go through at some time. Like I said, the stuffing's coming out of it, but.
Yeah, but how long have you had it, did you say?
2019.
Yeah, so I mean, that's quality. And I think, what are they on sale for right now?
$34 for that Digicam. Mine's like I don't remember what color that was. They don't make it anymore. There's something gray, black and gray or whatever. But
and weren't they like they were a lot more than that when we got ours, right?
They're saved. They were 69 regular.
Were they? Oh, is that currently right now? They're that amount.
Currently, they're $39.97. Once you put it in the cart, though, I think it goes to 32. 33. Gotcha. 33.97. So damn good deal. And again, if you've got somewhere else you like, or if you don't like this style of backpack, because I know Randy had some feedback on it, which I totally get.
Yeah, the thing that I didn't necessarily like about it is I felt it was short, and it's kind of hard to explain how
you're a big. I mean, you're a big dude around up top at the shoulders. You're what, 6'1", 300-ish pounds, so he's a
Right.
big dude.
And it felt good, carrying it around and things like that, but it just felt like it sat so high up on my back. Like almost it's like if you
Did I
were
miss it?
like, what's that? Oh yeah,
Oh,
you did
I
miss
must
it.
have
It's
missed it.
okay.
I scanned through. Okay, and Adam said, yeah, jackhammer's a 5/0. So okay, yeah, you can tell it's definitely a shorter hook, but I'm behind. Sorry, go ahead, Dizzle.
Yeah, it's like I guess the only way to compare it or kind of give you guys a visual is like if you were to put on a child's or a youth backpack, how it sits up high on your back and it doesn't, kind of hang down lower, middle of the back, lower back, something like that. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. I mean, I thought the storage on it was great. I never had any use for that front kind of meshy, kind of weird pocket in the front, but I did like the big side pockets on it as well. I should probably bust that back out and give that another whirl.
So yeah, good feedback, Dizzle. I know I did want to bring that up because I know you said it wasn't the most comfortable. I've also got one from whatever the hell it is. It's Okuma's like bag side of thing, Fish Lab. It's like their lure stuff. That thing's
Hmm.
gigantic, but I need to do like a compare and show because that one for like just carrying like as a boat, like if I hop on the boat with Brando or if I'm
Mm.
going up to visit you and like I don't have extra bags and stuff I'm bringing, that one holds so much, but you couldn't walk around comfortably with it all day. It's just so big and you can just pack so much into it. It's good as like I don't co-angle, but when I jump on people's boats, that's the one I take because it can hold substantially more than that. And it doesn't look that much bigger, but it can hold way more than the tackle warehouse.
Instead
And I
of like
think,
a duffel type of boat bag.
yeah, I hate those. And for like bank fishing, I'm sorry. You can wear the slings if you want, but I tried doing that for a year and it's horrific. So
It
backpack
is
is definitely the
horrible.
way to go if you're a bank angler.
Yeah, I know there's been so many
Um,
variations of different bags that I've tried, and the one I'm using right now is the Samurai. I don't think it's available on Tackle Warehouse, but I think it's nice. I need to find something that I truly love, like DEBO'S found in his Tackle Warehouse bag, and kind of stick
I
with
thought you were
that.
going to say like Debo. I need to find something I truly
Fireworks,
love,
giant
like
fireworks.
Debo.
It's 807.
Bruce Nichols. Yeah, I did see this one too. Thank you for the reminder. Pure Fishing has 30% off with code
Mm,
SAVE30. So you have to go directly to the Pure Fishing site. During Christmas, they had a 50% off. So
dang.
I bought quite a few things at half off. Yeah, more than I should have. But
You know what really
let's see.
bums me
Stephen
out?
Elber in the chat. Stephen, that's the video it's going to be dropping Monday. Stephen and I went out. Dizzle, we're going to have to get out with Stephen sometime when you're back this way because he was a huge Dizzle fan, and we were both picking on you back and forth in a good way.
Oh,
But he knew
awesome.
all your
Cool.
sayings. He knew all your Dizzleisms. It was pretty funny. He was like my what do they call it? Stunt double, or what do they call the other
Yeah,
person when they have to just not
you're
necessarily
just like
for
a
stunts, but when they
fill-in.
do. Yeah. My stunt double Dizzle.
Yeah.
Um okay, so let's see. What's your next one? We got some good deals going on here, Dizzle. What do you got for next pick? Oh, Dizzle just said F you and jumped out of the stream. Okay. Well, I'll go with my next one. Let's see. Oh, next one's a rod here I've got. So let's go over to, it's not a tackle warehouse rod, but it is a clearance rod, which I couldn't believe they're clearancing these. My only guess is, again, like iCast, they're getting ready to launch something new. It's going to be from TFO. Now, they do have the tacticals, a little bit more expensive, on sale for $149, but bang for the buck, one of the rods that I used the absolute most last year, and I'm going to be doing, oh, there,
I,
there,
I,
buddy.
I pulled a Debo
Fireworks
and
scare you?
I hit
They're
back
back.
on the wrong screen.
Yeah, right. You had to go clear your britches. The fireworks scared you. We get it. We get it.
Yeah, because it's still
Um,
bright out for another hour and they're already letting them loose.
Old grumpy Dizzle. Okay, so mine is going to be the tactical series from Temple Fork. This one is regular 150. I think it was right in the middle. Yeah, so 159 regular, 119 on sale, and it's been the 7-foot medium heavy crankbait. Is the one that I did so much on. This is the one last year you saw me using the big like KVD sexy dogs on. I threw
Hmm.
buzzbait on it. But it's $101.97. So right at that $100 price point. I think is a very hard deal to beat for a do-it-all rod. If you want something softer, this is the only one I have in that series, and I absolutely loved it. So I would think like a 7.3 medium heavy would be a perfect kind of do-it-all. And they do run a little bit soft. So the fast is more like a moderate fast. The moderate is like between a moderate and a moderate fast, if that makes sense. It's not like a glass moderate where it's like super spongy. It's still got a backbone to it, but it's, I mean, once you put a bend into it, it'll bend over. So look at some of those old, when I was on like the Mississippi last year doing some of that stuff. This is the one I was using on one of the days, I think. And then the other one was that Arc Catalyzer, which let's see if that one's on sale, because that's probably one of my top 3 favorite, even though I'm not a real big fan of Arc. Sorry, but I had a bad experience with them. I don't think that this is on sale any extra, but for $59, if we throw it in, I've got the 7.3 medium heavy. Take it down to like what, 46, I want to say. Oh, it doesn't even count. They don't even give you the discount on it. Okay. Well, screw that. Go with the TFO. Double the price. But yeah, the Arc Catalyzer, I would wait till they have a sale. I don't know why that doesn't count. Select stuff, it says. They must not have opted in. I know I got mine on the Christmas sale or the Thanksgiving sale 2 years ago, and it was like $38, something like that. So shop for sales. Okay, Mr. Dizzle, what do you got for your next item?
So this is going to be my third overall. Your third. Are you on your third right now?
I don't know. I'm just going through stuff. I'm trying to remember. Because the ones I'm talking about now weren't even on my list. They're ones I just thought of, but not on my phone list that I've got here.
Gotcha. So my next 2 are kind of same category. So the way that I went through it, they're both, kind of the same category. The first is going to be a DT. And it's more specifically the Helsinki shad. And it's DT4, I believe, is the one that I sent you. I mean, for whatever reason, there's just something about a DT. They're a lot more durable, I feel, than like a squirble, like a Strike King squirble. But yeah, no, I like the
see
DT.
it must be in. So I see the DT4 and Ike's, which this is actually a really good color. Blueback herring. Philip, you in here? Mm-hmm. They got the blueback herrings on sale. That's a good one. And these are balsa. Like if you guys don't know, for bank fishing, I know they do normally cost a little bit more, but fishing a balsa bait from the bank can actually help you, because when you're fishing that wooden stuff, people talk about running a balsa through wood or backing a balsa out of wood, and it does exactly that. As you're going through, your balsa is going through and you hit something, you feel it. Don't just try to rip it through it. As soon as you hit something, pause, and the balsa will back up as it floats, and then you can get right over it. So, obviously in brush and stuff from the bank, you're going to be kind of screwed. But for big logs and stuff, instead of just trying to pile drive through that, let it back up out of there, because balsa is so buoyant, it floats back and so quick, it'll kind of back up on itself. So
what was that one that I had? I think it was it a Rapala balsa?
The BX Brat that you stuck in my leg. Yeah, the BX Brat is also balsa. Actually, a really good square bill too. That's a square bill balsa. We can go look at that real quick.
I vowed so
these
off
are
of
round bill.
Yeah,
these don't. I guess they don't show, but yeah, these are round bill, and then the bills. So they have the DTs when you go and look at it. Oh, this is only the DT4. I thought they put them in like order. So you used to be able to click on the DT and it would show you all the different sizes. Maybe it's just because of the sale.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where did you find the Helsinki? Oh, yours wasn't in the clearance stuff. Is that why?
Yeah, no, yeah. Don't be in the clearance part. So if you go to the sale and then right on that main page, I think, yeah, shallow, medium diving crankbaits. And
I'm searching. Did I skip it? I might have skipped it. You'll have to look.
So
at
go
chat.
back up to the top
for me. Yep.
So go.
Oh God, the first thing.
Yes.
Okay. Helsinki shad.
Yeah, I think it's down. Is that it? No. Yeah.
Yep. So
I
it's
just
not on
like a
extra sale.
GT,
It's just
man.
the regular 15% off.
Yep.
Okay, 764. That's not bad. I know they've had sales before. You can get it for like $5.99 and stuff. But yeah, if you need a couple, at
Yeah.
least you can get them at 15% off. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
DTs are great, and usually I don't know why they have it in. It must be because I clicked on shallow. I think if you go just regular to the brands, because people ask me, well, what size do I get? The thing you
Mm-hmm.
have to remember about fishing crankbaits is there's a couple things you can do to dictate. Oh, they do have them cut out. I thought you clicked on it and it would take you down through all the DT. Huh, they must have changed that and separated out. You used to be able to click on it, it would show you like 4, 6, 8, like whatever the sizes were. Oh, some of them are 687 on the DTs. So yeah, that's another weird thing that some of the sales are only for specific colors. So I don't know if these are the
Yeah.
ones they have extras of, like
Yeah. So that
mossy.
was one thing that kind of caught me up at first
687.
also. Because I had like 15 different things in the checkout. And then when I went through and got rid of everything that wasn't giving me a sale amount, I had to go back in and find a couple more items. So
I do like those live colors. They use that like foil under it, so it
oh
kind of
yeah.
gives it that shiny. It's kind of like the
Mm-hmm.
black, silver blackback or whatever the regular color that everybody throws.
Yeah, it's
That has
almost
the
like
foil, like this one. It's
it's
got
almost
this
like
like
it's
foil under
wrapped
it.
kind of,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, so that was your next. Oh, hey, we got a donation. Let's see. I'm gonna zip through comments here. I'm at 8:07. I'm only 10 minutes behind. Caro said fanny pack. Yeah, I've got a cheap fanny pack I got off of. It was a tactical fanny pack. Okay, so I felt better about getting it. But I got it off Amazon, and that thing has held up great. If I've got a couple things, I'm not too shy to wear a fanny pack. I don't give a damn what people think about me. So yeah, fanny pack is great if you just got a couple things you're taking. The Dizzle double. Oh, Steven, it was a fun time, man. The video turned out pretty funny too. It was a pleasure to meet you, dude. Fake Dizzle, faux Dizzle. We'll know Steven as faux Dizzle. Dizzle double. Okay. Steven said I just kicked Dizzle out. That was when he left. That's how far behind I am. Oh, Randy. He gets that a lot from me. Oh,
Yeah.
Randy.
So large.
So large. We had a guy. So here's okay. That's where this comes from. We throw this at
Bigger
each
than a
other all the time.
baby.
It's bigger than a baby. Randy absolutely made me about spit Diet Dr. Pepper out of my nose when we were at work. We used to work together back in the day. This would have been like what 04.
Yeah.
We worked together at the same place doing customer service, and it was a damn debacle of a place that we worked at. But there was this one dude there that like he was a goofy dude. Like he was jacked up. Like he could have been. He just tried too hard. He was one of those dudes that tried
Yeah.
real hard and like had to like make you know about all of his stuff. Oh, Tyler, hook sets are free are in here too. Dude, we need to have you on again, man. We need to get you on talking about stuff. But anyway, he would brag about this vehicle that he had, and he had rims on it. And he was bragging about how they were like 22 inches or whatever. And Randy stuff. Of course, the place we worked at was kind of a circus, so it was like all open, so you could see everybody. And like once you got a sale or whatever, you could go up and you write it on the whiteboard, and people would kind of like heckle you, or if you got an add-on or you saved a customer. Anyway, he was up there writing something, and Randy's like, "Oh, Ian, your rims are bigger than a baby."
So large.
So large. So
And the
there you
crazy
go.
thing is
old Debo and Dizzle stories.
the dude freaking sorry, I just gotta point this out. He tried saying that because his rims were so large, actually bigger than a baby, he couldn't get them couldn't get them balanced. So they were very much unbalanced 22s on some kind of big SUV, and you could see it bouncing as he drove around in it. Just hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't have anything against the guy, but yeah, he had to make his stuff known, and that's like I'm not huge.
He
on those
tried
type of
really
people.
hard to impress people.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Could have been a cool dude.
David. Yeah, right. Exactly. David Williams with the $5 bomb. David, if you got a question or anything, let me know. I appreciate the $5 too. It helps to give things away, just like I'm doing tonight. We have 275 people watching, it says. So if you're just getting in the stream, going over some Tackle Warehouse sales. And tonight I will be giving away a Lose Speed Spool. Now, I bring this up because somebody said, seems like the sales aren't that good. Some of them are not, but I think the clearance is where you really get the good sales. But like a Lose for $63, I'm sorry, but that's a steal of a deal. TFO rod at like $100, great deal. Tackle warehouse bag for $33, $34, great deal.
I
Like the
want to say I
Helsinki
paid.
Shad $764. Yeah, I mean
want to
that's
say I
average
almost
sale.
paid $100 for my bag when I got it
I don't
back in
think
the
so.
day.
They were never that much. They were.
I
Not
think
that
it was
much.
close. Maybe I bought extra stuff. Who knows? I do just want to point out, GFan
Yeah.
did say at 8:07, Temu Chinese bag, which reminds me, Debo, I need to
Oh,
get back
yeah.
sooner rather than later because I have like 4
Did you test
reels
any of them?
No, I haven't tested any of them.
Whoops.
I took them out and like spun them, moved the handle around and stuff just to make sure they weren't gonna like disintegrate when I touched them. But we got some reels to use, bud.
Okay, I'm down to test them. We'll see what they're like. Faux dizzle. Let's see. We got people all kinds of good. Any good deals on polarized sunglasses? I did not look at that, Mike. I love, dude. I wish I could still wear them, but I could probably get like prescription for them. I really like the Wiley X's. Like they sucked onto my face where it's like nothing got around it if it was like raining or like blowing. But I have prescription Oakley's just because that was at the place they had that Oakley what do you call it, frame on sale.
Oh
So I
got
got them. But
I mean, the
Wiley
Wiley
X's,
X,
I like
the
a lot.
lenses themselves. I mean, at least the pair that I had, I don't even remember what Abu Garcia reel it was, but you got a free pair of Wiley X sunglasses with it that were like $200. So I was like, yeah, I'll do that. Why wouldn't I? But I remember this was like the first pair of like real sunglasses that I had, and they were like super nice. But the lenses were like ballistically tested for something military
for frogs and jigs flying back at your face at 90 mile an hour.
Yeah, actually. Like it would take, which kind of sold me on the whole thing also. Who knows?
Trevor, good call. Yep. American Legacy does have the Corrado for $149. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Corrado's, I think, one of the best bang for the buck reels you can get out there. There's a reason they've been going for so long. And I think Shimano has hands down the smoothest reels if you're looking for just smooth. I don't think the brakes are the best. I know people will argue that with me, but I guess that's for another show. Colin, yeah, the Hookup is such an amazing store. Us dorks could stay there all day. I've shopped at the Hookup before. I've kind of got away from it. But they have some cool stuff, JDM stuff. When Punch was on with us, he's done some stuff. He knows the owner. The owner sounds cool as hell. I would like to talk to him, but I mean, I've never talked back and forth. Hookup has never hit me up or anything, so I'm sure I'm not, enough into the JDM stuff for them to give a damn. But seems like a cool guy. Apparently, he speaks fluent Japanese. Goes to Japan, visits them for like, I don't know, testing or whatever the hell else he does. I don't know, but kind of interesting.
Jokingly, I believe Colin Gordon at 811 said, rumor has it Nebraska's banning jig. I don't know if you saw, Debo, there was a bit of news that came out that the current administration is pressing to ban all lead use in hunting and fishing going forward in, was it a dozen or more like state or national parks, something like that?
That's already a thing in quite a few places. A lot of places, the wetlands around here, you can't shoot any shot that's has to be steel.
Fishing also.
There's a lot of places that do that already too. Yeah.
Really? No, I guess I hadn't really known that a whole lot. And I was just like
Northwest Colorado or like Washington, places up there. Yeah, you can't. There's no.
Well, they do a lot of barbless stuff out there as well, don't
Some
they?
states have that. Yeah, I don't know all the rules. I guess it'd probably be county more than state. I would think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but whoops.
Oh, geez.
All right, what else we got for sales here? Let's see. What else do I have on mine? You just went with the DT. I'm going to check my cart. Oh, here was a good buy, I thought. Oh, what the hell is that on me? Daggum lint ball.
Was it a tick?
I was helping do laundry and let's see.
Who was that live with where you were just like, oh my God, there's a tick on me?
Oh, dude, that was freaking horrible.
Was that the Burley guys?
So much. I don't know, but dude, that was
just crawling on your face or something.
Okay,
Oh.
so clearance, we go to soft baits, we go to Wimes, and they have the Berkeley General in one of the only colors that I have actually bought and I like. Generals are good. I like them a lot. I've used them for weighted stuff. Did they sell out of them? Bastards. They might have sold out
Aren't
of it already. Did I skip it?
the generals aren't that durable, correct?
Not that durable. Yeah, so you have to use an O-ring with them. They're kind of like the Senko. I mean, there's a
Yeah.
reason the Senko is so good, and it's the fall rate. I think the Generals have that same really good fall rate. They must have closed out of or sold out of it. Damn it!
I remember one of
But it was
those
the
years
purple. I
where
think they call it Grimace or something.
a lot of weightless and or wacky stuff at that one lake that had the the red crankbait or red lipless lake.
Mm-hmm.
I burned through like 2 packs of generals in like a day just because they just kept getting torn. I mean, catching fish, but still, they do tear a bit.
Let me go look. It was the power bait version. I'm guessing they probably sold out of it. I had it on my list, but unless it's different on, so it's the General. Yeah, it's got some for $2.97, but it was the purple. Yeah, why didn't it show it there? So it's Grimace. Funny, one of the things a guy I used to work with called me Grimace because I had a purple shirt that apparently I favored because of my purple love. So he called me Grimace. And that's when I wasn't even like hefty like I am now, 225. That's when I was in shape. But anyway, yeah, this one,
Hey,
the 5.25 at $3.97, add one of those and it comes out to be $3.37. Good deal on those. I think you get what, 10 in a pack, I want to say. Is that right?
yeah, they're a decent sized pack, I think.
Oh, 8. So you get 10 for the smaller ones, which the 425 I like for a lot of the guys will say they like for smallmouth, but I actually like for wacky rig. So 4.25 for wacky, 5.25 if I'm just throwing on a regular like EWG Texas rig. So pretty good deal on
I don't
those.
know
Dizzle, what you got? I'm gonna check chat again.
G fan had an actual question or if he was just being a smart aleck. 813
Tungsten cave clown. It's gonna be a lot more expensive to stuff their fish with. Sorry,
813 G fan. Go. I think that question might be generated towards you.
I am way past that, surprisingly. 813?
Wow. Yeah, 813.
I was at 820.
It's a funny question. Once you
G-Fan, we need to get you on another members. What lures to use for early morning fishing? Is this the one?
Yeah.
On a lake with tons of lily pads, but I only have a BFS set up asking for a friend. I would
trade in the BFS and get.
Yeah, here's what I do. On your way to the fishing spot, I'd take that BFS and throw it out the window and then go get a frog rod and just fish that. So, yeah. You remember, BFS stands for big freaking scam. So, I know I'm pissing off my BFS friends out there, but I kid. Hey, listen, 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4 in fishing. If you like fishing BFS, it's not my thing, but who the hell am I to say you're wrong? You know, I'd rather just fish a spinning rod, but
to each their own, I guess, with whatever they want to fish with. My next one is another crankbait. It's going to be another crankbait. It's going to be a Strike King chick magnet, natural brim.
Chris said he got some prescription Wiley X's. I need to figure out the thing that Dizzle does. Dizzle has a place where he buys lenses, and I'm sure they do prescription too. I just need to get that and get some of those.
Yeah,
man, I really like
all
those
you have
Wileys.
to do is you just have to know what your numbers are, I guess. I don't know if there's more to it than that, but
I think they could write it down for you or something, or give you whatever the hell they need. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the last time I got my glasses updated, they gave me a card. Yeah, I think this was in exclusives, maybe. Perchance.
Oh, they have exclusive chick magnet colors. That's kind of cool.
I think.
One of mine was here too, and I forgot it earlier, so I'm glad you came back to this. Let's see. Chick a magnet, aka Dizzle. Nope, they don't have it. Oh, they got the lavender shad though. Dude, if you guys have not used the Norman, I've got some of the old Normans in the lavender shad. This is the Ghost Tackle Warehouse Ghost Lavender Shad. Ooh, Wee. Yeah, lavender shad's a killer color around here. Right there it is. It's essentially just an opaque. That other one's like a see-through, but lavender shad's a killer. I also like their sour grape, kind of looking like a Baitman special. Baitman knows about these. And then is it Splatter Bass? Is that the one? I don't think that's right. No. I've got one called White Black Spatter. Oh, Black Splatterback. Also one of my favorite colors. Are you not with us, Dizzle?
Go back to the I'm here. Go back to the main page.
Oh, okay.
To the main sale page, I guess. And then
here, real quick before I forget. So I did put a spook on. Y'all know I love a Super Spook Junior, one of my absolute favorites of all time. They've got, actually, it's this one that I got. Oh no, they still have the juniors. Tackle Warehouse Oaky Bone. So the Oaky color is awesome, but they've got an Oaky Chrome and an Oaky Bone that are Tackle Warehouse exclusives. I did pick up one of these the other day in that buzzbait order that I did. Talk about good looking. Oh, there's the regular compared to the junior. So the regular has 3, but it's quite a bit bigger. I want to say 4.5 inches. Is that right? Versus 5 versus 3.5. So
hey,
yeah, Super
real
Spook
quick,
Junior, man, it's a catcher.
Chipper Dowell. God, where'd it go?
Chipper Jones?
No, Chipper Dowell 830. Question. I got a zillion for Father's Day, but there's a dull knock to it when reeling it. Any ideas to fix it? I'm thinking maybe
is it dry? Have you oiled freaking Daiwa, dude? I'm a huge Daiwa fanboy, and they have. So I was out the other day with Brando, and it was that 80. Remember that one I was testing that day with that Daiwa 80, the smaller size. The first time I took it out with Dizzle, I was testing. I'm like, dude, I am horribly disappointed with this reel. Like, I don't know if I've talked about it since I did the review, but like, dude, small in hand. I was super excited. Got it out, felt like absolute shat, and took it home, oiled it. It felt a lot, or I took it apart, oiled or greased it, not oiled it, re-greased it and everything, and it felt better. But I took it out again with Brandon. He's like, oh, I got some oil. I took the spool out, put just a couple tiny dabs, and he has, I'll have to see if they have it here because this would be a perfect thing to throw in your backpack.
I wonder if
it was
it's
a
like
Daiwa pin. But anyway, I put just a couple tiny dots on the spool where it's going to rub each side. Completely took it away, and it casted about 17,000 times better. Very few times have I actually oiled a reel and had it like help the performance that much, but it needed a little lubrication. So
is there what is it, the worm? I wonder if the worm might be a little dry, or there might be a little hang up there too, where it gets to like one of the ends where it kind of just grabs or has a little hitch to it there or something. I don't know. There's also a God, is it Strike King? No,
right
I think it's Berkeley. Berkeley has a really good little kit too. See if they have that Berkeley kit on there.
The thing I like about it is it has that little tiny needle nose applicator, and I could just put one little tiny, because when it comes to oil, less is definitely more. If you over oil your reel, it will have the exact opposite, and it will bug it down just as much.
No,
the Daiwa Space Age grease is really good grease for your gears. Good way to remember that if you're working on your reels and stuff. Grease goes on gears, G on G, oil on everything else that moves. But I like the Shimano. It's in a little white thing. This one. That's what I use for the reel grease.
Search for Abu Garcia reel kit. I have one of these.
I think it showed it here. Oh no, they have the hardened one. I don't think that. Oh, right here.
Oh, right there. Yep. That's got a little applicator with a pinpoint on it too.
Yeah, that's really handy because it's got your Phillips screwdriver. It's got your brush and it's a 10 millimeter, I think is wrench all in one case.
Yep. Super nice.
That is handy. Okay, I'm going to jump back. What do you got for your next one? Oh, was it the chick magnet? Where the hell was that at? We didn't find the chick magnet.
God, it was. Magnet. I don't know if you have my email. All of those things are links too that I sent you. Just FYI.
Chick magnet. Is it a circuit board? Shallow diving circuit board? Here?
No, it is.
Oh, there it is. Is it the junior?
No, it's just the Strike King flat side crankbait.
Why
Yeah,
do they not
no,
have
it's
both? Oh, here was another one. Somebody else was talking
natural
about this
brim.
too. So the DT, that was why I think they worked with Ott Defo to make the. Oh yeah, right there, Ott Defo to make this. This was kind of a spinoff of the OG6, which is a round. So they made this the Ott's Garage, or OG, I guess stands for Ott's Garage, Rocco 5 with that square bill circuit board lip, but it's also balsa.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking about those DTs before. So if you're fishing around wood and stuff, we're looking to get it to bounce off. This is a balsa circuit square bill. So
I do just gotta say
you wanted to mark that.
congratulations, Alley Cat, on that extremely awesome buy there. Said bought a Daiwa Steez on Facebook Marketplace for $250 because it wasn't smooth enough, and then they put
Wow.
oil on there, and it was like butter.
Too much? Oh, they didn't
No,
oil it. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Yeah, what the deal is with that. You can find really good deals on that. I was on, is that what it was? Facebook Marketplace? I don't know. My old lady helped me out with that because I don't get down with all the fantabulous. Oh, it was Facebook Marketplace, I think is what it was. Is where I got my Corrado E's, those old Corrados that I had been searching for forever. And there was a lady, super nice lady. Her husband passed away, and she's like, "Yeah, I've got all these reels, you know." Well, I hit her up. Obviously, she didn't hit me up. Hit her up. She's like, "Yeah, I got all these reels. He's lefty. You know, he passed away. Blah blah. Blah. I'll sell all of you for 100." And I'm like, "Man, these are worth way more than 100." So I gave her 100 just for the 200E. But she was nice as hell. Just have to be careful because there was one time, that's probably a members only, where I was for sure going to get jumped trying to sell something on Craigslist. So it was a scary encounter. Be aware. Cuda in the hizzy. What's up, Cuda? The new Z-Man Goby is going to be a nice little bait. The Z-Man Goby. I've not seen this one. Liza, a contrarian? I never would have thought. I don't ever see you doing that. Buy tungsten now. Ooh, that's a good call. Invest in tungsten right now before all the states make it illegal. Bye. NSYNC told you to do it. Oh, you listen to NSYNC. Don't give me that BS. I know you're an NSYNC boy band guy.
I do like myself some
Grimace
JT. Do you know it was Grimace's birthday just recently?
No. Is that what spawned the Purple McFlurry? I've seen stuff on Instagram about the Purple McFlurry. I'm like, I give a damn less about Purple McFlurries.
Yeah, it's not good. It's kind of like grape, but not grape. And kind of like a blueberry, but not blueberry. It's disgusting.
Oh, he said it's a real question for a friend. Dude, I don't know. If I'm around pads, like, so if you're talking BFS, I'm thinking you're talking light line and stuff. That's kind of sketch. Unless you can fish on the edges of it back to you, then I would say, like, probably right now for dog days of summer, I would say a popper would be your best bet. If you can find open spots and get it back to you without coming through the pads, for sure, a little like BFS popper if they make one. Also, actually, you know what? To tell you the truth, a Zara Spook puppy. I learned to walk a Zara Spook puppy, which one of the smallest walking baits to learn on, which was not ideal. But I learned to walk it on a spinning rod and then on a bait caster, kind of a finesse bait caster setup I had. Crushed him on those, man. Let's go look at it. We're talking memory lane here. So if you go, we'll be heading. Zara. We were just looking at the spooks too, weren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Heading, and you go to the different types of spooks, which it would be a non-feathered, or actually the boyo too. That might be a little bit hard for BFS. Do they not do the puppy? Oh, there it is. So this one in the bullfrog color, which was like yellow and oh, it's this color, but they don't make it anymore. It was that color in the puppy. This is the puppy, right? Yeah. So this is a small one, little 3-inch, 1/4 ounce. So it's probably not necessarily BFS, but any one of these. Probably bone to start out with. I do have a bone one, I think, still too. But baby bass would be another good one for whatever reason. I don't go to baby bass enough. That's kind of interesting. G-finish shad. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not your BFS guy. I would say hit up a real expert. I'm just trying to help you out, but I don't know the BFS game too much. Burley would cry big too. Yeah, hit up the Burley boys. They've been playing a bunch with BFS. G-Fan, you probably already have, but yeah, BFS equals ultralight. Yeah, I just throw my ultralight spinning gear. Let's say what else we got. No. Drop shot anyone. Cisco, consider yourself banned. I do like the Wolf avatar though. Chick Magnet or Chick Magnet Jr. Oh yeah, we're back to the damn Chick Magnet. Do we ever find that? 262 nerds still watching us try to figure out how to find the Chick Magnet sale.
You were there, but you didn't. 263 and only 122 thumbs up. How about everybody take just 1 second? What the hell? Go out there, give it the old thumbs up. Doesn't cost you a single penny.
Oh, I do remember hitting it. It was under the it's a circuit board, right? I think I found it at the very bottom. Why wouldn't they have them together?
Wait, no.
Hiya. So the regular Chick Magnet, okay. But was it color specific or no?
Yes.
No, it looks like they're all on sale.
Well, I chose a specific color.
So for you bank nerds out there, this is why I like this one over the OG6. Little less diving, and remember the heavier line you go up to. So if you're running like a mono, if you go with 10-pound mono, you're going to be able to get it down closer to that 5-foot depth, as compared to if you switch to like 14-pound mono, it's going to keep it up higher in the water column. So you can control depth that way with just your line on a bait that would dive the same. Which one did you pick here? Root beer?
No,
it's a good one.
I didn't go root beer. I went with the natural brim, just because I thought that one right there.
Bluegill color.
Yeah, it's another one of those that looks like it's wrapped and then basically just clear coated. You know.
Yeah, the HD, like an HD like print on it. Yeah, those are cool. The natural shad's that way too. I like this one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm not mad at those. The Blue Rock Craw is also really cool when in person.
Yeah, I mean,
it's more of a spring
I
color,
looked at that. Yeah, I looked at that for a little bit and I was just like, that's something. It's something else.
Okie Bone is money. Bayou says, I got one of those. I want to fish it because the old Okie was good, but it's more of like a transparent. It's like a see-through the regular Okie. So I like the Okie Bone for those kind of overcast days and such. What else we got? Should the winner lube up the LFS when they get it? I don't think so. I have not had a problem with lures. I mean, maybe if they've been sitting a while, they certainly could be. I would say take it out and test it and then see. Can I sell? Steven says, can I sell my used tackle? It's all at the bottom of the lake or up in trees. I mean, you could try. Somebody might want to buy that on Facebook Marketplace. Never know. My tattoo is smooth as fuck. Yeah, I've got some Daiwas that were smooth as hell. The SVTW, like the 199 one, that one's still smooth as hell, and I haven't even touched it. I haven't serviced it for 2 years. I think I've had it 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah, most reels you don't ever need to do any work to them whatsoever. You just keep throwing them and throwing them. And
so Blind Eye, I don't know where this came from, but grease will not kill casting distance if you use it correctly. Grease on gears. As soon as you engage the thumb bar, speaking of arc, actually, I think I showed this last time, but still, I wish arc would bring this back. The best in-hand fit on the rod that they don't make anymore is the Sniper. This is a 200 size reel. Remember that 200E I was just talking about? I bought for, oh, this isn't the one. This is a righty. But I bought a couple of these after I had one and then sold it for like 40 bucks because I didn't realize what I had. And then I was pissed off. So I went back and bought some for like way more than I should have. But anyway, 200 size reel in my hand is absolutely amazing. But once you click the thumb bar down here, there is nothing running on any gears. So if grease is used correctly, my thing just fell out. I've got cauliflower ear in that ear and it won't stay in. But if used correctly, this is only running on bearings, the pinion. It's only this piece here that's running on, and actually to show you why the 200E is one of my favorites, the side plate removal, if I can do this backwards, is the like 1/8 of a turn, and it stays connected like so. Still one of the coolest flip open deals that they make. But
I don't know why everybody doesn't do that.
Yeah, it's something everybody should do. I agree with. But
Mm-hmm.
once you get it spinning, it's only spinning on that end here and this. So I don't know if that's what it was too. I guess I wanted to jump in there real quick, but maybe you were talking about over greasing it. Yeah, if you grease and put that on your spool shaft and stuff, that can certainly kill it. So maybe that's what you're referring to. But just to jump in real quick.
So I was.
All right, Dizzle, what's your next one?
It's gonna come as a shocker, but it's the Pro Spider Jig. Tackle Warehouse.
I was surprised I didn't see more jigs on your list.
Well, I had a bunch chosen, but they weren't considered as the right color to be on sale. I just saw these. I think they look like pretty decently solid jigs, and I like the color that I chose too. It was the Bama Bug.
Real quick, I do want to jump in for Cisco. What about the Ardent Oil and Grease? Man, I've tried it and I think the grease is junk. Sorry, I know there's quite a few people that use it, but for $5, that Shimano grease thing, that little white tub, which actually, funny enough, I was just messing with that the other day. I mean, I've had this for I don't know how long, and I've just scratched the surface, maybe, that much into it, because you just take a paintbrush, and again, less is more when you're doing it. I've also got some of the cowls. People swear by the cowls, this was the cowls in Okuma. I haven't even used it yet. I go to that Shimano, but I mean, I had one of these before. This is the second one I bought, but I had one of these for I don't know how long. So for the buy, yeah, for grease, man, I would certainly recommend those. But yeah, not a fan of the Ardent stuff, man. Sorry.
What I like to do is
struggle
just
with the interweb, Steven.
I do put way too much on there, and then I walk to Debo and be like, "Help! I don't know, broken."
Z-Man has a few baits coming out this October. I have not seen anything. I'm interested to see what iCast is going to bring. I'm a huge lure nerd. I'm excited to see what's going to be the new game changers of the year. I just like gear. I get excited for that, man. I'm a dork when it comes to that stuff, but I like seeing what's coming out. Jermaine in the house, mainstream. What's up, my man? Let's see. I haven't seen Brendan. Is Brendan in here? Usually he's always in here too.
I did see him earlier, maybe.
Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Please don't get the chick magnet. Those things are not very good. What?
Wow.
I disagree, Brennan. That's because you make your own balsa stuff. You're one of those hoity-toity bait makers. Yeah, Randall Sully had a great day on the root beer one. I think they're good as well. See, Tyler's in here. Tyler, we're already an hour. Tyler, let me know if you're down for another live. We'll get you on for one sometime. Let's see. The Daiwa 80 is smooth. Yeah, the CR80 I've got, is that the middle one? I've got one. I think the CA was the $100 one, which I think was a scam. But the one that was like $60 or something was a really good deal. I've still got one. Okay, let's see. So what was your next one? I'm sorry, Dizzle. It was a jig of some sort.
Yeah.
And then we need to draw for at an hour 15. We'll draw for winner here real quick, and then we'll go over what else we got in questions.
It was actually the Jewel Baits Pro Spider Jig 2-pack. I thought a 2-pack and not 2-pack, 2-pack.
What was it? Under?
It ended up being $450. I mean, I wouldn't say that out loud, but
clearance baits. Is there jigs in here? Oh, there we go. Okay, must be jigs.
Yeah, actually go back to the main. You're not sharing, FYI. If you go to the main page and the Tackle Warehouse exclusives for the sale page, and then in Jewel? There, yeah.
Which one was it?
Jewel, the Pro Spider Jig 2-pack, 5/16.
Boom.
And it is in the TW Bama Bug.
Ooh, it's got some purple in there. Ooh, Dizzle, you're talking my language now. What was this one up here for sale? Oh, it was just out. So 2 of them for $5. Yeah, that's a good deal. That's about what? That's a pretty good deal. What the War Eagles are
for $450. $450, Debo.
Oh,
not $5.
So that's what you're getting you. Oh, and I do like that they have the 5/16. That's my only gripe on the War Eagles. Dizzle
Yeah.
uses the 3/8, but I think 5/16 is, well, I don't think it is my favorite for fishing a jig from the bank. So those came out to be what? Why can't I scroll on here?
$4.50.
There we go. $4.50. That's a good deal. $2.25 a jig.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yep.
cheap to donate to the lake once I get stuck in the rocks.
Yeah. Over and over and
Okay,
over
what
and
else do I
over
got on
again.
my list? Let me see.
Just real quick, if you go to Bass Pro Shop,
Oh, here's a good one.
2-pack of War Eagles is $7.
Oh wow, those went up. I think they used to be like $5.99.
Mm-hmm. They did. They used to
Okay,
be.
my next one. Yeah, I can't believe there's no Googie baits on this list. You're holding out on us. I did learn that this is going to badmouth you for mouthing Googie baits. I did find out Steven is also vicariously living through you, and he's become basically he only uses Googie baits as well. So you two are two peas in a pod there.
I did see they came out with some new lures.
Just looking for Googie jigs. Did they really? Dude, they've got so many damn lures. That's crazy.
Came out with a
kudos to those guys, though, man. Kudos to
Topwater
them
walking bait, a bunch of crappie stuff, like small.
I thought they already had a topwater walking bait.
I think this is a new one. I don't know.
Okay, my next one is this is what I was going to. So if you go to closeouts, what the hell is it under baits? They've got this so weird. Oh, here we go, buzz baits. I guess maybe I'm just a dummy when it comes to this stuff. It's gonna be the KVD Buzz Toad, man. I couldn't believe they had this on a good sale for the white one, which is what I was just catching them on the other day. $4.98 added to the cart. $4.23 for one. That's a good deal.
Wow.
Regular $7. I wish it was all colors. I would prefer the black one. I like to go black for my frogs, but pearl, I will take a white too. And there's some, like, it depends on who you talk to. There's some people that'll say white most of the time. I just like the silhouette that black gives off. So actually, look at that. I didn't notice they had this one, black and white swirl. Best of both worlds right there.
Do they still come with a spare soft plastic?
Yes, they do. Yep. Yeah. So they'll come with the one that's already rigged and then a spare one. Yep.
That's a heck of a good deal.
Yeah, I do like that. Yeah, that's a good deal right there. $4.23. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got for your next one there, Dizzle?
I'm kind of staying on that.
What's up, man?
Kind of staying on that Z-Man train. And I picked a Z-Man Razor Shad swim bait in the deal. 4.5 inches.
Z-Man Razor Shad swim bait. Let's see, plastics, or is it under swim baits? You know what? I'm not even going to try to look. I'm just going to go to brands and go to
Z-Man.
Oh, dude, I was not a fan of the Razor Shads. Are those the ones that are like the ChatterBait trailer? Not at all, man. I felt like they were too big. I didn't like the profile.
The body of them is a little big.
Look at that micro TRD. Sorry, squirrel. Look at that color. Oh, it's just the deal, but it's got like green on the back. Look at that PB&J.
I like the deal.
Oh, son. Tease me. Speaking of the Burley boys, there's their copper truce. Anyway. Okay, so it was what?
It was the Razor Shad,
right? Did I skip it?
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Am I really bad at like scanning quickly? I know my eyes are bad, but oh, there it is. I did skip it.
There it is. In the deal, all the way down, I believe.
I do appreciate the deal. Great color. If these are like what, 4.5 inches, 5 inches, something like that. I felt like they were too big on the ChatterBait. Yeah, 4.5. Felt like they were a little bit too
honestly,
big on my.
I would probably dual purposes. I would almost throw that on just like.
Suppose you cut an inch off.
Yeah. Do pretty much anything you want to it. And it's crazy too because I've actually grown to very much dislike the Elastec baits in general. So I'm surprised I even went in and was looking at any Z-Man plastics. Just they irritate me so bad when I'm trying to rig them up.
It's not just you, it's everybody. Mike, question. So this was shout out to the question thing for Jermaine for sharing that with us. I do grab those quicker when I see that. Upstate New York around Cayuga, Tioga. Troubles getting some bites. Any suggestions? I've never fished up there, man. I am basically the tri-state area, Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Missouri. Look forward to the Saturday Night Lives. I appreciate that, dude. So I don't know what that lake is like. If we have any upstate New York guys that are in here that could help Mike out, I would appreciate it. I'm not even going to guess because I don't know what water clarity or depth
What would you,
is.
if you just had to guess, what kind of body of water do you think it would be? I'm thinking like some
Rocky,
grass,
clear,
not much grass. Yeah, clear rocks, sporadic.
Mike, let us know. I mean, this time of year, it's pretty much all the same stuff. I mean, when it's hot like it is, it was super hot here the other day, but then it cooled down. We had a bunch of storms come through.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what you're at for temperatures, I mean, dragging stuff, finding cover, and usually slowing down just a little bit. They're not as like crazy,
wood,
as
if you were to find wood,
find
should you
grass
do anything?
lines. If you should find wood, I would maybe try pitching to wood, potentially catching a fish. I don't know. We'll see if he comes up with anything else. Any questions, Mike? Jerry, new member. Jerry, I thank you, man, for becoming a new member. Jerry. All right, we're at an hour 15. Okay, let's get this giveaway going. What else do they talk about? Anything else here? I don't see anything, Mike.
Have you Austin Hall just said Z-Man is a must for pike waters. I've never had anything Z-Man related tied on when I've been around pike. Have you?
Was Mike he's a Cayuga Hammer epic big fish lake with clear? Was somebody else talking about it, or was he trying to goat me into seeing if I would say the right things? And he actually fishes it a ton. I didn't see anything else in here. Maybe he is a badass up at Cayuga. Flats. It's a bunch of flats up there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't pay attention to all the different lakes. Deep, long lake. Oh, God. I'm sure a bunch of people are going to say, oh, throw a drop shot. It's so good there.
I've already seen drop shot come in at least once.
Oh, God. Well, listen to them, man. I'm not your drop shot guy. So, okay, let's get the giveaway going here real quick. We'll go through a couple more. So I will stop sharing this one. Oh, I almost left studio there. Noob move.
Noob. Ooh.
See how many people have already guessed it. Oh, only one person. I always like pulling it up and see who's guessed it. Let's see. Giveaway tool, hashtag LFS. Tonight will be an LFS. So if you want an LFS, enter. If you don't like LFSs, don't enter. Oh, Bailey. That's not Bailey's thing, is it? I forgot Bailey's up there. Yeah. Go watch Bailey. Serious Angler, guys. Bailey is a super good dude. I also want to get up with them to do a guided trip. I guess that wouldn't be New York, but yeah, Bailey is a stud. He doesn't really talk that way, which is, I prefer that when people aren't like, oh, I'm good. He's very, what's the word?
Humble?
When they're not showbutters. Humble. He's very humble about it. He's like, yeah, I've won some stuff, but he won like the New York. I don't remember what it was for kayak stuff. Yeah, good cat. Yes, go check out Bailey if you're looking for up there. I'm not the guy to talk to on that. Sorry, Dizzle.
What?
Quit entering in.
Oh, it's
and
LFO,
didn't even enter
dude.
in the right thing.
I've heard that you like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch.
And look at that. He misspelled it and then re-entered again. Dummy. Quit doing that crap. Okay, let's see. What else I have on my list? Okay, the only other one I had was, I'm going to switch.
God,
here.
I still have like
LFS
6 more.
Can I just switch? Why do I have to stop and then re-switch it?
3. I still have 4 more after that. After my Z-Man Razor Shed.
Okay, well, I'll share the last one I had on my list. This was all that was in my cart. But it was in baits and then Spinnerbaits, and then you go down to the Strike King tournaments. And for the money, $7.99, I think those are a really solid spinnerbait. I wish they had some other colors that were cheaper at the $5.98. I do have that Morning Dawn. I don't know. People talk about the smallies like in the pink. I threw it a while. I didn't catch anything on it. My favorite has been this Blue Glimmer. Really like that one. And then I thought it was on sale, but it wasn't. This green glimmer. Those have
Mm.
been my two favorite. But I also threw the spot remover and sun perch and caught fish on it. And this is the one that's on sale. So dirty water. It's got the chartreuse, gold big blade, smaller silver willow blade for $5.98. Once you throw that in your cart, $5 for a Strike King.
Ooh.
They're hand tied. They do have the keeper. Does it have a different? You can't see it, but they are hand tied, and they have the. It's like the Berkeley keeper that they, or the not Berkeley, but the. I guess Berkeley uses it too on their underspins, but it's where it's like the pointed forward edges. It's not like an actual hook. It's molded into the lead, or the lead's like kind of pushed forward. So it's like a friction soft plastic holder. I haven't had any problems, stuff popping off, but yeah, really good spinnerbait. And this is the just the regular compact, so it's a little bit smaller size in that 1/2 ounce. I have really liked it. I've actually moved up to going 1/2 ounce more from the bank, so I can throw it farther and just kind of keep my rod tip up and control depth that way a little bit more. I used to always be 3/8, but if it's a little windy, man, sometimes those spinnerbaits that get all helter-skelter and start tumbling on you. All right, Dizzle, what else you got? So hashtag LFS, that's what everybody's entering in here for the, I'm giving a lose LFS away. Hashtag LFS, if you see all that in the chat, you're like, what the hell's going on?
I'm going with more of a not terminal necessarily on this next one, but it's the Tackle Warehouse money bag. It's a 13x16 size.
Oh, yep. I'm not mad at that.
$8.50 for a bag. I mean, I have an absurd amount of these bags, but I'm never upset by the fact that I have so many. You know, I always like to.
And this is one. So the thing that Randy and I have both decided, we don't keep our gear in the back of our trucks any longer, because you get so much, I guess if you travel gravel roads like we do, you get so much dust and crap in there. I left this open and it's like full of dirty, dusty stuff, and will like ruin your rods and stuff. So
yeah,
maybe people know that I had never had a truck. I had like cars and an HHR. So I look like a 90-year-old.
The one thing you can do, Debo, is you can get yourself a big tote with a seal, like a gasket that goes around the inside.
Good call.
That works really well for tackle anyway. It won't help your rods and reels, but those money bags are super nice, especially if you have a lot of gear with you and you don't want to, carry it all. You can just keep a couple of those bags on you, throw some stuff in that you think might work, and if it doesn't, run back to your vehicle, whatever, or hopefully you get lucky the first shot around.
We got some good questions. People are starting to ping questions in here. If you've got a question, throw a question at the front. That does help me. I've pegged a couple here. Mr. William, what's the sharpest offset worm hook? Yeah, my dad's a big Gamakatsu fan. Gamies are always good. Try to find them on sale. They're obviously not the cheapest. I like mustads too. VMCs are kind of hit or miss to me.
I feel like VMCs aren't very stout.
Well, so that's the other thing. So when you look at, this was something that confused me when I was younger, buying hooks, especially like treble hooks and stuff, because I would walk down the aisle and I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm looking at here. So when it comes to any type of, let's just go to Gamakatsu, for example. When it comes to any type of hooks, they're going to have their own verbiage. So it's either going to be like, let's go down to the offset stuff. So they will have, so like the monster hook is going to be a heavier wire. Some of them, they'll just tell you like heavy cover, or they'll say like mag. I like that they do say heavy cover, but some are going to say like mag, or what's the other word they use? What's the other company that says?
What is it? I was just.
But anyway, they'll tell you whether it's going to be like a light wire hook. So just like a regular Gamakatsu round bin, that's going to be your generic round bin hook. I mean, for the money, some of the best on the market. And that's what, how many you get in here? 6. Oh, a 25 pack for $5. Those must be kind of lighter as well.
Yeah.
Once you get up to the heavier wires, you're going to pay a little bit more and stuff, but
I was really a fan of
the like the super line. That's what it is. Super line. This is what it always used. Yeah. So you're going to get, for the super line, going to be a little bit heavier wire. Like a 3/0 will do most of your worm stuff, or a 4/0, but you're only getting 4 or 5 hooks in there, so like $1 hook. So look for sales. But yeah, super line's what I was trying to think of, a little bit heavier, like a 2x hook compared to the lighter wire. So look at that verbiage. Hopefully that helps, man.
Yes.
I'm pinning some questions here. Brennan's out of root beer in his shop. Well, you should have stocked up, man. You know we're going to go for more than an hour on Debo. We get talking. Can't get away from War Eagle spinnerbaits. They are one of the OG best out there. Just tried War Eagle. Another person said War Eagle, probably responded to that. Just tried War Eagle spinnerbaits and I love them. Just wish I had a bait keeper. Yeah, I wish they had that too. Somebody else said if you use like the Z-Man Elastec stuff, they stay on a lot better since they don't have a bait keeper. I don't know that I've tried that, but maybe give that a try with the Z-Man Elastec stuff. Mustad is a good hook too, but I found the thicker wire on VMC and Mustad don't hook up as good as the Gammies. Yeah, VMC's been really hit or miss for me. Some of the old ones, their finesse stuff, like the Nico hooks and stuff, have been great. But okay, pin in a couple more of these questions.
A lot of people said Trocar, and the one thing I do like about Trocar, even though they scare the hell out of me anytime I open up that little package, they usually come with that little like keeper that keeps all of your hooks on the little, like, for lack of a better term, like
keeps
a
it up on the neck
almost. Yeah. No, I'm talking about the actual in the package of the Trocars.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. It's almost like a paper clip that keeps them all on there.
Yeah. And as stupid as it is, just like people putting, the weights or the diving depths on crankbaits and weights on jigs and things like that, it should be pretty simple and easy. And
eyeless Japanese hooks, Cape Clown. I don't know what those are. That's what I thought Dizzle was talking about, was like the ringed hooks. When we have Punch on, Punch is a big fan of those. So it's got like actually, I've got one. As I look at my screen, I've got one right here. So this is a big thing that people talk about, is that you tie your line to this ring, and it's like a welded ring. So it's not like a regular split ring where your line can go through it. It's a welded. Can I enlarge this? Hey, look at that.
Enhance.
The welded ring. Yeah, you tie to it, and your hook can move free back, doing all of its other thing. Supposed to have a better hookup ratio. I don't know. I've never tested it, but I know Punch, and there's a lot of guys that swear by these. So
enhance.
Oh.
Movie reference.
Let's see, Trocar, okay. Gammy or Owner. Oh yeah, Owners are always good too. A little bit more expensive, but yeah, I'm a big Owner fan as well.
I brought up Owner stuff like 7 minutes ago.
Did you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get through comments. Oh, BKK. I've not used any of these. Are they a newer brand, or are they like a Japanese brand? I see a lot of people talking about them. Never used.
Never heard of those.
I
only know YKK.
Ryugi and Decoy for wacky hooks. Best on the market. I will stand by that. Best hookup ratio. They're sharp. They're stout. Good weed. Weedless stuff keeper, whatever you call those. They've got wire or the jig type.
Sounds like somebody needs to lay off the weed there, Debo.
Funny enough, I've never touched that in my entire life. So not my deal, Bizzle.
Phil Spicer 905 question. What's your favorite reel cover? I've tried a few. I don't love any of them so far.
I don't use them. My stuff gets tore up. Okay, let's grab a winner here. I will.
While you're doing that, personally, Phil, I would say Shimano has a good one. It's just like a basic neoprene. You can fold it inside out or right side in for right or left hand retrieve. They work good. They're simple. They're basic. You don't have to do any fancy things like those. God, what were those ones, Debo, that you had to do the origami to get them? I told you about them.
I think it was 13. It was the 13.
Yes, the 13
that it came with. Yeah,
13 fishing origami reel covers. Nope. Yes.
Cape Con said instead of an eyeless, they have just a flat top. I'm trying to imagine how that would work. So would you have to do the like a snell? Would you have to snell knot it?
Is that where you tie it around like right below where
it goes? You run it down and then run it around, and then through the hole. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big snell knot guy. I don't use it for like flipping and pitching and stuff. I know a lot of guys use it for punching because it like makes the hook turn out when you set it, but
Did
it's
you
not my
touch
deal.
on
All right.
Eagle Claw hooks at all? I mean, Eagle Claw are pretty
I
decent for the price. I mean, like a good economy hook.
the laser sharp. Yeah, I
Yeah.
will say if you go to like the heavy quote heavy laser
Mm-hmm.
sharps, they're like a standard hook. So don't buy those heavies thinking they're going to be actual heavy wire. To me, they're like a standard that I would throw. But yeah, I bought those from Walmart like back in the day, the heavy quote unquote heavy
Mm-hmm.
ones. Work just fine. But yeah, don't use them for like super heavy stuff because they're not, you will bend them out if you go too heavy.
Hey, before you roll that, you
Okay.
must be present to win. Canadian brethren, Debo will figure something out for you. God, what else? I don't even know where my list is at. Dang it. Dang it.
I have not used the edge rods. Multiple people have asked me about that, Glenn, and I am pinning comments or questions here that I've seen. Tilbo Baggins. Oh shoot, I love it. All right, listen, we're at 180. I love the even numbers. We're rolling it.
Present to
Okay, so
win
who we
once
got? And I
again.
am present to win. You got to email me. Do the things and the stuff. You're not getting a reel. So they're nerds. Glenn Shane. Glenn Shane, are you in here? Yeah, I did use some
Glenn,
of the
are
Sixth
you
Sense hooks.
here?
Those did
Oh
work
yeah,
for
I've
me as
used
well,
some Six
Julie.
Sense hooks. Yeah. Glenn.
Okay, let's go down to the bottom. All right. Glenn Shane, are you here? And then we'll go through some
Glenn.
questions, hang out for a little bit, and then we'll
It's
get out of here.
Glenn. Glenn is
Little Rich said
here. 912.
still using the Eagle Claw weedless minnow hooks for wacky rigs. Hey man, if they're working, I don't ever look down on anybody for using Eagle
Man,
Claw
if it
stuff.
works, like if it works, it works. Debo, I'm super bummed out that on this Tackle Warehouse sale, you didn't even cover a single frog. Not a single frog.
I looked. I know. Hold on. We'll have to talk about that. So one thing I want to bring up
You
here.
didn't look good enough.
Okay, so Glenn, let me put my email up real quick. I need you to email me a screenshot of your YouTube so I know it's you. And I will also need you to tell me if you're right and left or right or left and which speed you would like. So screenshot of your YouTube so I know it's you because we have had imposters. Speed and handage that you want, and then I will need your address.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so congratulations, Glenn. And see, so this is, I try to give back reasonably what I can on these lives. I mean, I'm not making a killing off of YouTube, but I try to give a good amount back on this stuff. So I hope you guys appreciate it. I hope you
And
like the
you
lives. I
do
love just
amazing,
sitting here
Debo.
talking.
I mean, dude, you do.
Thanks, man.
You do way more than, a whole lot of any other people that I ever watch on YouTube as far as like giveaways and things like that. And granted, I don't watch a whole lot of lives, but you do awesome. And, I hope everybody definitely appreciates it.
Well, thanks, Dizzle. I do like trying to give back when I can. I appreciate all the fish and friends that support me. So I've said it a number of times. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all you. If I didn't get the type of following and feedback and cool folks that I had, I would have been done a while ago.
Hey,
and whether you want to admit it or not, Debo, I almost said, whether you want to admit it or not, Dizzle, you saved Debo from being done with YouTube on one time for sure, hands down. Dizzle saved me. So, and also June was a mental health week. Still. I will. I've got a video coming up where that really hit home for me. I may or may not have teared up. But mental health, yeah, just a real quick thing that I've struggled with mental health. I haven't really got into it with all of you all, and it's not really for here to discuss that. But, I think the manly way is like, if you're a man, deal with it. Don't be a sissy, get through it. I know I've got some buddies that have, and who have paid the ultimate price for not getting help. So go get help if you have any of that. Don't ever think you're too proud to look into talking to somebody. So that's my rant on that.
Yeah.
But
I have somebody as awesome as Debo is, where I don't have to worry about that, because I also got those buddies that are like, oh, rub some dirt on it, you wuss. What are you doing? And it's like, okay, shut up. I know, you go home and cry in your pillow, but that doesn't matter. Either way, if you need to talk to somebody, talk to somebody. I mean, it's way better, you know, finding that one good person after dealing with a couple of jerks than, you know, the alternatives.
Yep, that is right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I'm gonna get this banner off here. Okay, so what else you got here? I'm gonna get into some questions. There's another question I just seen pop up.
I had a river to sea bully
I don't want
wall.
to ping him. Ooh, that was one of mine as well. I just threw that the other day.
tackle warehouse
Warhoffs?
bluegill. I mean, granted, it is still expensive, $9.34 after, you know, the discount. But
Yeah,
go
it's
to
one
the
thing I don't love
exclusive,
about
or just search for it.
Here, is there frogs? Nope. Okay, we'll just go.
Yeah,
I don't know how they have some of this.
Topwater. So. It was Topwater, I think.
Oh, okay, that would make sense.
And it's the 65. I assume that's like the full size versus like a junior, right?
Yes, so 55 is a smaller one. I really don't like as much as the 65, and it looks kind of big when you get it. You're like, but dude, I've had 8-ounce bass eat that, so don't be worried about that.
And
yellowhead is my favorite.
One thing I've noticed about
Hawkeye colors
river to sea is the legs are ridiculously long.
Yeah, I gotta cut trim them.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, here's my thing. And we did talk about this last time. So when I was looking at clearance stuff, because I did look at frogs, because that's what I was really excited about. So you said Topwater. Did I miss it? Oh, and it was actually in clearance. Baits, I guess, is where it would have been. Clearance frogs. So clicked on this thinking, yeah, there's going to be some really good deals in here. The trophy series are a solid little frog. 628. I'm not mad at that. I wish they would have been a little bit more on sale, but I didn't see any that jumped out to me as like amazing. The live target sunfish thing is junk. This one, though, this is the one that surprised me and kind of made me sad. So I've talked about this on I don't know how many lives. I feel like I'm vested in this frog that I helped make it. I didn't.
This isn't the one that you just opened up a box about, is it?
Opened up a box
about? You clicked on.
Am I sharing?
Yeah, no, it's not this.
Oh, yeah, I am.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I wasn't looking at that. I was in chat doing some stuff. But
so I thought this was the flapping frog. Oh no! This is the one I threw last year. Favorite frog, hands down. Plops great. It's like a Aztec-y stuff. Stands up to pike really well. Problem is, you cast it 5 times and this stupid weight falls out. And I said a number of times, why don't they just attach that weight to the hooks inside? Gramps had some. He must have got some from American Legacy, and I don't know if they're discontinuing all these because there's a new version coming out. But the ones Gramps was using showed that there was like lead on the inside, like attached to the hook. So I don't know. This was one I was going to grab, but with them being just these two, to me, I'm thinking they're getting rid of these old junky ones. So I don't know that I would buy these. Sorry.
You should have bought them and just mended them.
Oh, and I didn't notice this. Includes thermoplastic. Do not share these frogs with others besides other Sproul Flapper. Yeah. When I did my review on these, I show how mine melted when it was against regular plastisol, just like a Aztec. And Spro recommends using a small dab of glue on the belly weight to prevent it from falling out.
What?
So I would advise against it. Let's just go look real quick since we've already done the giveaway. How many people? We still got 240 in here.
Backyard slingshots. The Booyah Pad Crasher Junior. I like those. I like the full size Pad Crasher too. Like, I think probably one of the better frogs on the market. Just overall.
Bang for the buck. Pad Crasher. Yep. I like the bigger size, but yeah, I agree. Let's go
just
over
how quickly they just roll. The body rolls away from the hooks effortlessly.
Gosh.
Words.
Why can I not click on the damn website? Okay, American Legacy. So I'm assuming Graham's got him here. I don't know. I haven't seen him in chat at all tonight. Omnia. Did he get it at Omnia? Maybe he got it at Omnia.
Say Omnia a couple more times. Omnia.
Bro, I'm just looking through comments here. Mine melted too. Yeah, dude. Junk. That's the only thing I didn't notice. And mine melted, so watch that.
Cave Clown, the flippin' frog always ended up legless after 1 or 2 strikes.
Hardy, here's a good one. Are there any websites that are truly competing with Tackle Warehouse in terms of variety and pricing? If so, what are your favorites? Yes, I shop at Omnia regularly as well. They seem to get new stuff in sometimes faster than Tackle Warehouse. And I will use other people's codes that I support, like Hellabass, Punch, like we were talking about, Bailey, the Serious Angler guys. All those guys have codes you can get, like, I think 15% off is what they are. You can only use the code once per month. So like if I use Hellas and I want to put in another order, use like Punches and then use Sirius or whoever your favorite is, but you can only use it once a month. But yeah, Omnia I really like. American Legacy, which is what I'm going to show you here. I'd never even heard of this store until Gramps started talking about them.
Are you wanting to be sharing right now?
Nope, I'm going to right now, so you should see it. But Gramps turned me on to these guys, and it was really the used stuff, but they've got some good sales going out there now. Corrado for 149, but let's see if they have Spro Flappin' Frog. And just to see if the pictures show, I don't know if we can zoom in. Oh, piss. Those pictures suck. Okay, well, scratch that. I don't know. Maybe reach out to Gramps and see where he got them. Let's see if Omnia has pictures of it. And maybe somebody's talking in chat. I can't do both and look. Lost the weight. So yeah, you can definitely still use it. I used it for quite some time without the weight. The problem is when you cast it, it doesn't right itself, and the hooks grab moss and stuff. So Rob, I did see the spider was on there. I was going to do that as a joke as my 10th, but I couldn't even bring myself to bring the stupid spider up.
Remember that one time you thought it only was in a tiny size and didn't bother to look for a bigger size?
Joshua, where are they internal now? Yes, I know that. I've seen that. Oh, Tackle Direct, maybe? Oh, or he's talking about other places to shop. Discount Tackle. I've ordered from them a couple times. Yep. Discount Tackle. I think they have a deal with like Z-Man and maybe Strike King. So they have deals on those quite a bit.
So where have you looked so far? You looked at Omnia discount.
I just went to American Legacy. I haven't gone over to Omnia yet. Yeah, I know Omnia does have a membership thing. I don't know. I've never done that, but free shipping and 10% off or 10% credit. That's pretty good, especially if you can use the people's codes.
Yeah, Tackle Direct is another one that got brought up.
Spro Chad. Anybody got any? I know those were hard to get. I did look right when they came out, but you couldn't get them anywhere. I was too late. I'm not great on big swim baits, but I was going to get one to try it, but I was too late. Let's see here. What did we go to? Omnia. Tackle and see if they have the... Omnia is kind of cool too because they do the lake thing. I don't know how accurate it is, but they do have the lake stuff for like places near you, what people have put in for reviews and stuff. So you're kind of at the mercy of other people, what they've logged. But I think that's kind of cool. You can go look up your lake and see what's working on it.
Debo, so you remember when you wanted...
Oh, the spider's really working on my lake.
You remember when you wanted to get all the skitter lizards they had for sale?
I never wanted to get those. Stupidest lure I've seen in a minute. I don't know what they're doing. Like, they've got some cool lures that they've done in the past, but they're on the let's make funky stuff that will, I don't know.
Not even catch the fishermen.
Well, I think that's what they're trying to do is go with the crazy stuff that people are like, oh, I want to get it for a a challenge lure or something. It's like, just make, you guys used to make some cool stuff. I want to say an old, I think it was an old frog from them, I think. Oh yeah, they're the ones that make the stupid foot frogs, right? The frog is great. The plastic, the plastic legs are horrible.
Yeah, they get out of the bodies get out of the way. Super easy. They cast well.
Okay, what am I looking for here? Oh no, what the hell is that?
Fancy leg frogs or whatever it is.
Spro kicky foot frog, flapping frog.
Kicking foot.
Yeah, they don't show it either. They're all sold out on most of them too, so I'm guessing. So I don't know, folks. I'm sorry. I've talked the frog up. I don't know why I continue to beat that dead horse, but I really liked it. Apparently, there's supposed to be new ones with the weight connected to the hook. I can't confirm it. So Go hit up Gramps. Okay, let's get into some questions here. We're at an hour 44. Time goes so damn quick. Okay, so we've got B Cool B is how I'll say it. Question: why are spinnerbait rods generally under 7 feet? So generally from a boat, and I think this is kind of what they focus on. When the boat guys are throwing spinnerbaits around, they're usually throwing it around cover spot targets. You can certainly fish a spinnerbait on grass edges and stuff, but when you're flipping and pitching or I shouldn't say flipping and pitching, side casting and kind of pitching a spinnerbait in and around like standing timber and logs, accuracy is definitely more important than casting distance. And once you kind of get to that 6'10", 7 foot, you're going to be a lot more accurate with a shorter rod than a longer rod generally. Now I know people are going to say, well, I use the 7.6 and I can hit an ant's butt on 100-yard cast. Great. But
on a Thursday.
On a Thursday evening, generally you're going to be more accurate with the shorter rods. That's usually why you see that. They're going to be usually more of like a moderate fast. So when the fish comes up behind it, you'll just kind of feel that dead weight. So you're feeling the thump, 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 dead weight and kind of like you've got grass on it. And that's the fish. So that's my answer to that. Hopefully that helps. But hey, use what works for you. People do it differently. 2 + 2 doesn't always equal 4 in fishing. Soft plastic frogs. Do you use weighted frog hooks? I do. So if you're talking like a Zoom horny toad, and I've kind of got away from those as my topwater plastic frogs. I like the culprit.
Rage toad.
Dizzle's a
I
big
don't
rage
skip
toad
leg
fan.
day.
Yes, culprit. I've never missed doing a leg day once. I'll show you. I think it's the Incredifrog. But I like the ones that have kind of the big kickers, like the big feet, kind of like this, for example, on back. So if you go to culprit, which was one of the oldie favorites back in the day, we threw culprit worms a lot, Dad and I did. They've got a frog. Oh, did they not have it anymore? Oh, dude, I am bad at skipping stuff. And this is actually the frog I like too, Bama bug, green pumpkin with like some June bug in it. Really thick legs, kick really well. The thing with these is they're going to sink anyway. Like you can use a weightless hook on it. I prefer to use like the dual frog hooks. Ribbit makes a frog hook. So does Gamakatsu. So does Berkeley. So if you go to like Ribbit, I think, is it Ribbit? Is that that brand?
Yeah. Ribbits.
Am I missing
I feel
it?
like that.
No, that's not the brand. Who makes it? Oh, Stanley. I think it's Stanley's actually the brand. Stanley Ribbit.
Culprit. I just imagine that culprit frog like in the gym doing squats, like veins popping out of his neck, eyes just bugged out of his head, just squats.
Yeah, so these come, you can either get a 4/0 or 5/0. I think I run the 4/0 on those, I want to say. I can't give you an exact answer, but it comes with the 1/8 ounce lead. And this is what I said. This is the reason why I said this. Because Spro, I feel like I helped Spro out. They stole my idea and they didn't pay me royalties. Do I have a top toad here? But the top toad does the same thing. I don't have one here on me. But it's got the weights up internally. So like when I used it, I said, this is how they need to fix it. Just put the weight inside like that. Boom, done deal. But anyway, yes, I prefer to use those because when you cast it, it's always going to go belly down like this. If you go weightless, sometimes it'll be hooks down, and I don't have near as good of a hookup ratio. So take it for what it's worth. Some people use the single hooks and have really good success. I think, Randy, you actually use the single hook screw in a lot, and you like it, right?
I don't even use a screw in. The majority of the time when I was throwing those, I was using just like a EWG. Like depending on what
and Randy has had really good days on that.
Yeah, depending on which one I was using, it was either a 4 or 5/0. Those the Rage Shads with the one big tail on the back. Those are a little bit shorter, so it was like even like a 3/0. Yeah. But yeah, I haven't used a whole lot of the double hooks before.
Let me jump back over to chat. I am on a separate screen here. Hey guys, happy Saturday. Well, happy Saturday to you too, Colby. There's another question. If you guys have questions, put a question at the front like Dusty has here. I'm going to try to bump through a couple of these real quick. Have I tried the Unitoad? Yes, Tyler, I did. I like it. It ran really well. I caught a few dinks on it. And did I share that video yet? When did
I don't
use
even
that?
know
I'm
what the
trying to remember.
Unitoad is.
So the Unitoad is like a Zoom horny toad, but on the back of it, it's got a big paddle tail instead of the two kicky feet. There's a stubby dog. I heard him make his way down. Hi, Mr. Stubbins. You want to say hi to all these beautiful people? Come up here. Come up here and say hi. Pretty little boy. The smoke detector went off earlier. We were using the air fryer, and there must have been something at the bottom of it. He was all sorts of scared, hiding under my desk as I was getting ready. I love that little boy. He's such a good dog. Okay, lay down in your bed. Lay down in your bed that Tom got you. Lay down in your bed.
Hey, what was that? What was that one weird topwater? I think it was a frog. You remember that one bait I got you that you had to like run the line completely through the entire body of the lure? Do you remember what that was? Something
I don't know.
Silly.
Michael's out of here. He said, good night. Happy 4th. Good night, Michael. We've still got 225 people watching. Freaking awesome. Just like Frank, one of our Canadian brethren. Frank, hope you're well. Tyler, you going live tonight? Yeah, Tyler usually does the later lives. We need to get Tyler on again. Is he still in here? I don't see him. But a good dude. Let's see. Okay, let's get to some other questions here quick. I like trying to help people and answer the questions here. Oh God. Topwater West says Guggen or Ozark Trail. Wes already knows. Wes already knows our stance on Guggen. Dizzle's sponsored by him, and I neither hate nor love him. So
there was
Trail, I don't know if I've tried much Ozark Trail stuff. That's the Walmart brand, right?
Yeah, I feel like they're almost a little bit too like generic for being a usable generic lure. Does that make sense?
I think they have a lipless. If they have a lipless, it's like a knockoff of the red eye shad.
Yeah.
And it actually works really well. Hooks are junk on them. But I painted up a few and used them. And I think those are actually pretty BA lures. But I haven't used them much of their other stuff. But the lipless, solid little lipless, actually. There's like a gold one. If that's the one I'm thinking of, has like gold, like holographic stuff in it, like flashy stuff. Actually good blank that works well. Okay, Mike. Best swim jig trailer for muddy water. Favorite swim jig color for muddy water. Great point, Mike. Good for bringing that up. So I think when people go to stained water, I don't need to share here. When people go to stained water, they obviously think, or not obviously, automatically think spinnerbait or chatterbait, right? It's dirty water. I need something that's going to make a lot of noise. The thing with swim jigs is you can vary how much water displacement, how much vibration, how much kick you've got based on your trailer. So I'm still a big paddle tail guy on my swim jigs. I think it looks natural. A lot of guys use craws. I'm not a huge fan of it. But something with a good kick from a paddle tail, or speaking of Zoom horny toads, that used to be kind of my secret trailer. And I think actually I've got one here from a video. Take a drink. Take a drink. Stubby dog. So this is what I was showing in my video the other day, and you can rig them straight up and down. If you rig it flat here, this is, I was talking about, I need to get 10 horse Monty on. This one I re-rigged up flat because if you keep it flat like that, it comes over wooden stuff real well and it sits up straight like that, which I never even thought of, and I felt like a dummy because I always rigged them up this way where it looks like a fishtail. But Zoom horny toad as a swim jig trailer used to be one of my secrets, but I've seen a couple other people that do that. This one's been beat to hell. Eyes are beat off it, lead's beat off the bottom, or the paint's beat off lead.
Was that one of the local maids from, or what one was
Oh
that?
no, this is just a Strike King. So favorite swim jigs, you can't really see it here, but it's just one of those kind of bullet pointy Strike King heads. They're thin. I like them for a reason because they're thin. But I would say Dirty Jigs has a real good one, straight off the shelf. I'm trying to think who else. Really, a vertical line tie, and there's so many companies that make them now. Just find one in a color that you like, but a vertical line tie comes through the grass really well. Beast Coast has a good one, a little bit more pricey, working man's. I used that for a little bit. I had one of them and lost it.
Oh, I actually like the Strike King, or not the Strike King, the 6 Cents swim jigs.
Oh yeah. Yep. 6 Cents makes a really, really pretty swim jig. Actually, they've got some really cool colors too. But yeah, I would just say find one that you like and get don't be afraid to try different things with your trailer. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
okay, we have one more question, then we're getting out of here. Explore more fishing. Question: best approach / mindset for fishing after heavy
Mm-hmm.
rain. So the first thing that I always think about after a heavy rain, it's generally going to be, it's going to cool the water down a little bit, right? And it's
Mm-hmm.
probably going to muddy it up a little bit. So depending on the place, if you've got a place that's really clear, really grassy, pre-rain, depending on how much it brings it up, it's probably going to be a little bit dirtier and probably going to be a little bit cooler. So post frontal conditions, generally the fish aren't as crazy active. They'll be right up against stuff. So I would say be a little bit more patient, and they might even push back a little bit depending on the time of year. I don't know how much this is going to affect them in summer, but like during those spring rainstorms, when it's kind of in that spawnish season when storms are kind of going up and down, you might have fish coming up to spawn and then kick them back out, to that 6 to 10 feet depth. And I've had really good days post frontal after a big heavy storm, catching them on a jerkbait in the spring when they kind of kick back out. During the summer, though, that's a good question. I guess I don't know how much, because a lot of the fish are already going to be deep. Those resident, like shallow fish, are still going to be around. I would say they're probably going to be tucked up closer to cover. What would you suggest, Dizzle?
I would say it's probably going to bring them up a little bit, just because if it does cool them down, bring them up, but it's also going to have them stick to that cover pretty tight. So I would say, honestly, Texas rig, something where you can get it real close. You don't have to worry about getting hung up on wood. If you find wood, pitch to wood, things like that. Just getting it in there real close, and way to go, Debo. Just make sure you're looking for that structure. You don't want to pass any of that stuff up. I think it's going to be holding fish primarily. I know me and old Johnny, I probably told this story 100 times before. We were going to a tourney, and it was about hour and a half, 2 hours maybe away, and it literally stormed the entire drive there. And we're like, screw it, we're doing it regardless. The entire drive it storms. We get to the launch, we're in line for check-in. They got to check your live well, stuff like that. We do everything, and we put the boat in the water, and it is straight chocolate milk on a flooded, like, forest man-made type of body of water. And I had no idea what to do. It sucked. It was the worst day ever. I only ended up losing jigs to muskies, so that was fun.
Should have reeled some in. Those are fun to catch. Tyler's actually going to be on in 30 minutes, so he's late crew. Doing some shopping at Discount Tackle. I haven't looked at their stuff in a while. They do have some good deals. Tyler, is that right? Don't they have like a deal with Z-Man and I want to say Strike King, where they will have like really good deals on that stuff quite a bit. Go check out Tyler. We need to get him on. Tyler, I haven't seen. Maybe you've said, do you want to hop on with us again some night? Would you do that? Maybe sometime. Tyler is actually awesome because he was the first guy that hooked me up with we did a trade, hooked me up with my first Mega Bass Vision 110 jerkbait. And then funny enough, I had like 3 people. I had somebody else send me a couple, a subscribe fish friend, and somebody else sent me one randomly. But it was like I never used one. Maybe I must have mentioned it on a live. But that's correct. Oh, and Berkeley. I would love to hop on a live again. Tyler, let me know. We'll get you pinned up for one. It's been quite a while since we've had you on. It's cool because he kind of gives a different look on, fishing and stuff. He does a lot of the creek stuff and kind of a different way of thinking. That's why I like to get different people on because, again, I sound like a broken record. 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4 in fishing, but it's always fun to see what different ways and lures and stuff that people use. But I think that's it. So go check out Tyler. He's late crew for you guys here in about 20 minutes at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. But that is it for us. Dizzle, thanks for joining. Love you, brother.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for all you awesome folks for hanging out with us on a Saturday night. I know Stubbs appreciates it. He's waiting for
Mr.
me to go to bed. He wants
Stubbies.
to cuddle. Look at him. He's just all sorts
Hey,
of pissed off that I'm paying attention to the computer.
before we jump out of here, Debo, just want to say, everybody, hope you have a fantastic holiday weekend. I hope everybody stays safe.
Yes.
Doesn't get too
Don't
crazy.
blow your
but if
fingers
you
off
do,
with fireworks.
Yeah, it's hard to fish without fingers. Just saying. But just going back real quick to what Debo said earlier. You guys, if you're feeling down, feeling whatever, find somebody to talk to. I know
Yes.
Debo's a
Don't
pretty
be
open
too
book.
proud.
He's a good guy, and not saying that he's going to be your therapist to lay down on the couch and have a word with you. But if you guys ever need to chat or just need to vent to somebody, you can hit either one of us up. I'm sure Debo will be happy to talk to you guys. Just like
I will try to. I might be a couple weeks behind,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't say lean on me for that because
Right.
I'm behind on messages. Yeah, if you're feeling down and you feel any sort of that region of stuff, go get help right away. But
Hell yeah.
we'll talk about that more in another one sometime soon. So love y'all. Thanks for watching. Have a safe and happy 4th. And until next live.